Hello. So today I wanted to talk to you about a little pet peeve of mine, let's say, a little issue I have with Translators Cafe. And so, as you probably know, Translators Cafe is one of the main websites where you can find translation jobs. The other one is pros.com, which I'll get to in a second. But Translators Cafe, the issue this popped up because I'm still subscribed to Translators Cafe for Italian to English jobs, and so every now and then I click on them, uh, and and so this popped up, and so I clicked on it, and I saw this from Globibo. I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm looking for translator and reviser for translating legal related document. Blah 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 blah. Fine. Now the thing is, here I don't know, like this company. I'm not, I've never heard of this company, and so I don't know if they're any good or not. Now they're getting bids, and so that's fine. But I look up the guy, the one who posted it, and there's nothing about him. So I'm like, okay, fine. Then let's see. In Translators Cafe, there's nothing. Then I see this. If I click on Globibo, and then I just go to their website, which is fine. And then company, Globibo, I click on this. Once again, it takes me to their website. And so here's my issue with this. I don't know if they are a legit company or not. So anytime I get one of these or Translators Cafe, I just find myself going to pros.com, the blue board, because here it's a database of translation companies, and it's pretty complete. They have a lot of stuff, and they give them a scoring of 1 to 5, maybe 0 to 5, I can't remember. Anyway, with 5 being good and 1 being the worst. So here I take Globibo, and I type it in, Globibo, there we go, Globibo PDE, and I see that they have terrible scores. And, I've been freelancing, never had major problems, but now have an unpaid balance of over 1,100 US dollars. Unpaid amount. I mean, almost always when you see a bad thing here, it's because of an unpaid amount or something like that. That's constantly the issue with these bad agencies. But here actually claiming a word count of 3,000 words, and the actual count was over 5,000, and they told me to comply no matter what. 10 months has passed since my delivery of accepted translations. They did not help me recover my purse from their system. They promised to pay, but they just don't pay. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, these are terrible. Like, no one... Okay, this one gave a good review, but I mean, I don't know. That's the only one. And, I don't know, there are a couple more. So maybe back in the day, they were a bit better, it seems like. Yeah, anyway. But recently, they're definitely bad. So here's my problem with Translators Cafe. There's no way to find that out on this website. I know they have a Hall of Fame and Shame, but I'm not sure. Granted, maybe I don't spend enough time on this website, but I'm not sure how to access it or if I can access it here. I don't even know where to go, and I'm not going to waste all you guys' time, trying to search for it. So it's really annoying to me that every time I find a possible job, and I remember, back when I was using both of these all the time for jobs, I always ended up going to the blue board of pros.com to check on a company when they were in Translators Cafe. And it seems to me Translators Cafe could make life a lot easier if they kind of just gave an average score, if they offered the same thing. I know they offer a place where you can complain about companies that don't pay and stuff like that, but feature it. If they're showing jobs, why not feature it? It seems to me that it will be in it'll be in the translator's best interest. It'll be in the best interest of people who are honest, if you're dealing with a dishonest company or a company that apparently doesn't pay anyone. So anyway, that's just a pet peeve of mine, and I guess it's something to keep in mind when you are on Translators Cafe or anywhere else. Remember, you always have the blue board. You can go to pros.com/blueboard and just type in a company's name, and it'll pop up, and you'll get their score. And usually, it's around 5, 4, stuff like that. If it's lower than that, as you can see, most of them, they're like that. If it's lower than that, it's usually a red flag. It's like with pretty much anything else you see, anything 4 and above is decent. If you're on, I guess on anything like Yelp, TripAdvisor, Uber, it's always like that. And that's how it is here. And, so most companies will be in this range usually. And they'll have 1 or 2 bad instances over the years, which brings it down from 5 a little, and that's understandable. But yeah, when you have someone who has, this, then yeah, absolutely it's a red flag. And it's someone that you probably should not work with at all, because it's going to be a waste of your time. You're going to do a job for them, you're not going to get paid, and then that's it. And so anyway, I just wanted to point that out, and hopefully, hopefully they make it easier, or maybe I'm missing something. If I'm missing something, please let me know. Maybe it is something that's easy to find, and I'm just not able to find it for some reason. But here, get 380 other jobs. So this guy has posted a lot of jobs. But I mean, there's nothing about how honest this person is, or if he pays or anything. It's so weird. I don't see why you would do that. I mean, am I the weird one? I don't know. Sorry, I'm just kind of, because actually I decided, okay, Hall of Fame and shame. You know what? Let's be thorough. Let's do this. Oh, so full access to the Hall of Fame is reserved for master members. Oh yeah, I'm not a paying member anymore, so maybe that's the issue. I don't even know. Okay, so if I do search for them on Hall of Fame and Shame, I get this. Rated by only 2 users, but it is 1. And then someone else with Globibo also has 1, rated by 1 user. Okay, so at least there's something here. But I don't know. To me, it seems kind of crazy that you wouldn't just feature that. So pros.com, by the way, if you search for jobs, which I don't know if I'm going to do now, but if you do search for jobs, then it shows you right away what kind of rating they have. So here, let's just click on something random. In fact, it shows it right there. Here, past 5 years, 11 entries, 5. You can see this right away. In fact, I think I saw it on the list of jobs. Here, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. And it even says 1 entry, 3 entries, 33 entries, 4.9, 20 entries, 4.6, 11 entries. And so, I mean, they show it right away. It seems strange that Translators Cafe would. Anyway, I've gone on about this long enough. I think Translators Cafe should change this and make this information available whenever people post a job right away, because otherwise it's, a lot of people, here 7 bids, and they probably didn't look it up at all. And in fact, I'm sure it's more than 7 bids, because these are the ones that are tracked by the website. But people could just email this person without using send a message to poster. They could just email by themselves. So anyway, it's just something to keep in mind. Remember to always check the blue board. And until Translators Cafe kind of straightens that out or makes it easier, you're going to have to do that with Translators Cafe as well. Obviously, anywhere else you go, you can always check the blue board as well. As I said, it's pretty thorough, and it's to me, it's the best place to look up these companies, these agencies that you're dealing with. So anyway, hopefully you find this useful. And just remember to do this when you are dealing with companies, and then it's a judgment call. Maybe you want to work for them anyway because it's worth the risk for you. But I don't know, if it's a small job, you want to risk it and see what happens, then fine, I guess. But I don't know, something like this is, in fact, this outsource has been banned from posting jobs at pros.com, so that's why they're posting on Translators Cafe. Anyway, to me, that's just a red flag, and it's really bad. So anyway, just keep this in mind. Always check the blue board before you start working with a company so that you don't get burned. And I really hope that Translators Cafe makes this information available more easily for when you're searching for jobs. So that's pretty much it. I hope you find this useful. Don't forget to click thumbs up if you do find it useful. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Don't forget to leave a comment if you feel like it. Don't forget to tell someone else to subscribe if they haven't. And don't forget to tune in for a new video coming up at some point soon about freelance translation and freelance translation. Okay, thanks. Bye.